Can you imagine winning the lottery? Not just a couple thousand, not even a million, but $30 million.
30 million? That's like life completely changed kind of money. I mean, I'd have to take a week off just to think about what to do with it.
Yeah, but here's the twist. Abraham Shakespeare didn't just win the lottery. He ended up buried under a concrete slab in someone's backyard.
Wait, what? Are you telling me the jackpot literally killed him?
Sadly, yes, and that's the story we're unpacking today. A man goes from rags to riches only to have his life tragically cut short by greed.
Okay, let's rewind. Abraham Shakespeare, born in 1966, was living a regular, hardworking life. Casual laborer picking up odd jobs. Nothing fancy.
And then, in 2006, he stopped at a convenience store in Frostproof, Florida, with a coworker. His coworker, Michael Ford, goes inside for soda, and Abraham says, "Nope, I want a lotto ticket instead."
$2 and boom, 30 million. Like, talk about a lucky day.
And Abraham took a lump sum payout of 17 million. He bought a house in a gated community, a Nissan Altima, and even a Rolex. Not exactly buying a private island.
Smart move. Keep it simple at first. But here's where it gets messy. The co-worker, Ford, sued him, claiming the ticket was his.
And the jury didn't buy it. Ford walked away with nothing. Meanwhile, Abraham was generous. He paid off some family mortgages, he gave money to his friends, and even strangers.
I mean, generous to a fault. Can you imagine people constantly asking you for money? That would drive anyone insane.
And it did. Abraham even told his friend, "I thought these people were my friends, but then I realized all they wanted was my money."
Enter Doris, Dee Moore. She comes in, sweet as pie, says she wants to write a book about Abraham's story.
But the book would never happen. Instead, she wormed her way into his finances. They even created a company together, Abraham Shakespeare LLC, where she gave herself control.
And she didn't waste time. She bought herself a Hummer, a Corvette, took vacations, basically living large off of Abraham's fortune.
Meanwhile, Abraham, getting fed up with constant requests for money and his friends only seeing dollar signs, by 2009 he had gone quiet. Family reported him missing in November of that year.
7 months had passed since anyone had seen him, since April 2009. His family, especially his cousin, Cedric Edom, finally filed a missing persons report on November 9th.
And right away, investigators began interviewing people close to Abraham, including Dee Moore. She told them Abraham had decided to leave town, suggesting that he went to Texas, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, or Orlando, or maybe he was in the hospital.
Which obviously didn't add up. Authorities noticed she was still using Abraham's phone to send texts pretending he was alive. That definitely raised red flags.
Exactly, and at first it seemed like a typical missing person case, but there were deliberate efforts to mislead investigators which would delay their progress.
Then came the unbelievable part. An amateur web sleuth, just using satellite imagery online, noticed a fresh concrete slab on a rural property tied to Dee Dee's boyfriend.
The slab looked suspicious and out of place. This person reported to law enforcement and authorities followed up on July 25, 2010.
Dee Dee tried to mislead them, showing them the slab, offering a truck, bleach, and plastic sheeting as if she was planning to move the body.
But the next day, the police began digging, and they would find Abraham, buried under 9 feet of dirt and concrete, shot twice in the chest.
Talk about a chilling discovery. That tip from an online sleuth literally cracked the case wide open. Dee Dee had a history of scams. Back in 2001, she staged her own kidnapping to keep a car from being repossessed. She tied her own wrists, claimed she was assaulted, even took a rape exam.
And that's the person who entered Abraham's life, someone who would go to extreme lengths for money or power.
Police arrested Dee Dee in February 2010, and oh boy, the stories she told. Drug dealers, lawyers, even her 14-year-old son. At one point, she claimed self-defense.
But in December 2012, she was convicted of first-degree murder, life without parole, plus 25 years for the firearm charge, and no getting out.
Justice for Abraham, but nothing brings him back.
So I guess he was shot through the heart, and it wasn't going to be okay. After her conviction, Abraham's estate worked to recover what Dee Dee had taken. This included his $1 million home and his luxury car like the Hummers, Corvette, and Silverado.
It wasn't instantaneous. The estate filed petitions starting in June 2010, and it took several years of legal wrangling before the property was officially returned. By October 2013, Abraham's home was restored to his estate, and trust funds were set up for his two young sons.
So finally, at last, some of Abraham's fortune went back to his family despite everything Dee Dee had done.
And in a strange twist, in 2017, the mother of Abraham's oldest son won $1 million on a scratch-off ticket. She admits she was terrified. The money didn't feel right.
This case is heartbreaking. Abraham just wanted to help people, but his generosity made him a target. The investigator put it best. All Abraham wanted to do was help people, but that very generosity made him a target. So the next time you dream about winning the lottery, remember Abraham Shakespeare. Not all that glitters is gold.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Bloodstained Backstories. Be sure to subscribe and share if you're into true crime stories like this. We'll be back next time with another case where reality is stranger and darker than fiction. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and maybe think twice before trusting a friend with your lottery money.